I'm joined now by Andy Purdy, Chief Security Officer for Huawei Technologies USA. Andy, great to have you on this morning. Again, those sanctions still in place, much to the surprise of a lot of investors. So, how do you expect that the Biden administration will differ from the Trump administration when it comes to China policy?
Well, we hope the Biden administration will reconsider one of the fundamental things the Trump administration did, which was to bring together a whole lot of different issues. They brought criminal charges that were rehashed civil charges. They brought criminal charges unprecedented against the daughter of Ren Zhengfei, our chief financial officer, and she's been in extradition hell for over 2 years. We hope the Biden administration disaggregates those issues and focuses on them one by one in terms of the chips, which is impacting us seriously, but impacting the global chip market. We hope the U.S. will look at the chips, the semiconductor industry, in terms of what is in the best interest of the United States and the American workers, because probably over 40,000 American jobs are at risk if this continues.
I want to talk a little bit more about microchips a bit later, but I know that Huawei's CEO has said he would be willing to talk to President Biden directly, kind of like a reset in terms of relations. Right now, U.S. companies still can't do business with Huawei because of the Trump administration and that blacklist. So what would be the goal of those talks? Is there anything on the table at this point?
Well, there's nothing on the table yet, but Mr. Wren would like to meet with President Biden if and when he's ready. And the two fundamental issues are, first, it is clear from an affidavit filed in Canada that the charges against Ms. Meng were unprecedented, that but for the geopolitical situation between the U.S. and China, she would not have been charged criminally. So that's one of the issues he would like to talk to President Biden about. The other is we have to look at these issues in terms of what's in the best interest of the United States. The chips that are sold to us, over 12 billion a year, and then when we started stockpiling in 2019, as you know, it went up to about 18 billion. But 12 billion on a regular curve was over 40,000 American jobs. That's selling non-sensitive chips, and that's the kind of thing that if in the long term we and other companies are not allowed to buy those chips, those jobs will leave America forever, and that will not help the United States. So hopefully the Biden administration will look dispassionately, not as a bundle of things for bargaining chips with China. Hopefully, China will talk directly to Huawei about those issues that pertain to Huawei. We don't want them talking through the China government. These are issues that relate to us, and we believe that we could talk about the benefits that these jobs can mean to America, and we can talk about proven risk mitigation measures, some of which are going to be developed after these SolarWinds cyber attacks, and some of them we can learn from what's happening in Germany and the European Union for addressing risk mitigation and cybersecurity.
On the issue of those chips, so many chips right now created by Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. What is the status of the relationship between Huawei and TSCM?
Well, we are following the rules, both in terms of sales from American companies directly and sales through other companies such as the one you mentioned. So we have been hurt significantly. We were hurt, as you may know, about $20 billion in revenue in 2019. In the next week or two, we'll find out how much we were hurt in terms of 2020. Although we do know we were in the black for revenue and profit for 2020, which is a good thing, but we're hurting badly and we're going to continue to hurt for the foreseeable future. But we will get through this and we will find a way out around the back end. Although we're not, as a recent report said, going to be manufacturing our own electric cars.
Speaking of that, actually, there are reports out this morning that Huawei looking to expand into the EV space potentially this year. Where do things stand?
We will not be moving into the electric vehicle space, not in terms of manufacturing our own cars. As you may know, our sale of communication, computer devices, systems for automotive is very important. It is definitely a growing part of our business, along with cloud and big data and artificial intelligence. And what you see in automotive is a lot of the stuff for smart cities. Those kinds of capabilities are going to be very important for the future of Huawei.
All right, Andy Purdy, Chief Security Officer for Huawei Technologies USA. Really great to get you on this morning and get your insight. Thank you.